Assalamualaikum friends, today we will discuss some of the prophecies of Prophet Muhammad. Let's start the topic. First prophecy: Muslims open Istanbul and Rome. Prophet Muhammad predicted that the Muslims would open two cities, Istanbul and Rome. His companions asked him which one would be opened first. He replied, Istanbul, present city of Constantinople in Turkey. The Muslims opened Istanbul in 1453 AD after fighting for 55 days. The leader of the Muslims was Muhammad al-Fateh. This ended the powerful empire of Rome. There were two major sects of Christianity, one is based in Rome and the other in Istanbul. Second prophecy: Muslims will fight Mongols and Tatars. The Muslims will fight two tribes. The first tribe has a face like the hammer. The second tribe wears furs and has small eyes, the Tatars, Tamur Lung and Genghis Khan. Both predictions occurred when these tribes destroyed the established Islamic State and captured the territories, except for the Arabian Peninsula. But after a few years, they accepted Islam. There are about 90,000 Muslims in China and around 80 million Muslims in the former Republic of Soviet Union. Third prophecy: end of Caesar and Kisra. Prophet Muhammad said to Caesar and Kisra that after their death there will be no more Caesar and Kisra. And these empires joined the Islamic State. This happened in 638, during the period of the second Caliph Omar. The fourth prophecy: Jewish control the Palestine. The Muslims and Jews will fight against each other. The Muslims will be on the eastern side and the Jews will be on the western side of the Jordan River. We know that the Jewish people captured Palestine and fought against the Arabs. The prophecy in this verse has been fulfilled through the support of the Israeli state by America, Europe and Russia. The fifth prophecy: people prefer dogs over children. He predicted that in the future people will care more for dogs than their children. Today we find couples who do not want to have children and instead prefer to have dogs. The sixth prophecy: open sex. Prophet Muhammad predicted that a time will come when people will have open sex in the streets and other public places. We see this in the theater, university campuses. The seventh prophecy is interest in banks. Prophet Muhammad predicted that a time will come when people everywhere will use interest all over the world and nobody will be able to escape it. Europe and America were against interest until the start of the 19th century when the Vatican started using interest and then others accepted it. The eighth prophecy: Muslims will open Egypt. Prophet Muhammad told his followers that God would help the Muslims open Egypt. The Muslims were told to be kind to the Christian people and take care of them because they are relatives to me. Under Islamic law, Jews and Christians have every right to participate in any war to defend the Islamic State. In the 12th century during the Crusades, many Christian Arabs fought enthusiastically with the Muslims against the European Christians to defend the Islamic State. Because they were satisfied with their life under Islamic rule, Egypt now has 70 million Muslims. The ninth prophecy: increase in trading. A wife helps her husband with earning money. The relationship among families and relatives are weak and education is improved. The justice system is unfair. The 10th prophecy: the Muslims will fight false the Messiah. The Muslims on the east of the Jordan River and the false Messiah on the west. The 11th prophecy is nudes on the beach. Prophet Muhammad said that a time will come when the devil will put his throne on the sea and invite people to it. This is the present trend of going to the beaches in nakedness. This trend started after World War I. The 12th prophecy is 40 Islamic states. At the time of Prophet Muhammad there was only one Islamic state, the one which was formed by Prophet Muhammad himself. But Prophet Muhammad predicted that a time would come when there would be 40 Islamic states, and they would be controlled by the Antichrist. He also predicted that more than 70,000 people from the old Persian Empire, western Russia and northern Iran, and west of Afghanistan, will follow the Antichrist. Many Jews are presently leaving this area and are moving to the Palestine area. The 13th prophecy is un-Islamic clothing. He predicted that a time will come when Muslim women will be wearing un-Islamic clothing. The 14th prophecy: AIDS or sexuality transmit diseases. No nation that ever practiced sodomy and adultery will escape the infliction of diseases, pain and suffering which were unknown to their ancestors. The 15th prophecy is transportation. The rider of the camel will pass his brother who has a heavily burdened camel and not offer him a ride, and there will come a time when a person will pass his brother. The camels of the devil I have seen, but not yet the camels of speed, cars, exist, faster than the speed of horse. There will come a time on my nations, nation of Islam, when they will ride the great saddles to prayer. The 16th prophecy is Arabs will be wealthy. Omar bin al-Khattab narrated the word of Prophet Muhammad. He said shepherds with no sandals would be builders of tall buildings, and leaders of great countries. The Arabs have now built tall buildings and are presidents and kings. The 17th prophecy Abu Ayyub al-Ansari will die outside Arabia. Abu Ayyub died in 674 AD. His remains were later found in 1458. The Muslims built a mosque behind it. Prophet Muhammad lived in Abu Ayyub's house in Medina when he first emigrated to Medina. Prophet Muhammad made a prophecy that Abu Ayyub would die outside Arabia. Abu Ayyub died in Istanbul.